Hello, welcome back to another Gateway Flipped Classroom video. In Unit 4 of the Student's Book, you heard about some plans to bring extinct species back to life. But as the presenter of the podcast says, if we did more to protect endangered species, these animals wouldn't have become extinct. And if we hadn't caused destruction in these areas, we wouldn't need to recreate species now. Both of those sentences are conditional sentences. So far, you've studied 0, first, second, and third conditionals. But in fact, there are times when we can mix two of those different types of conditionals. If you look at our first sentence, the first half, the half with if, is in the past simple, so it's the second conditional. But the second half contains would, have, and the past participle, which makes it a third conditional. That means that the sentence is describing an imaginary present situation and its past consequence. We're saying that we don't do enough to protect endangered species now and in general, and that's why some species have already become extinct. Now let's look at the other mixed conditional sentence we saw earlier. In this case, in the first half of the sentence, the half with if, the verb is in the past perfect, so it's the third conditional. But the second half contains would and the infinitive, which is the second conditional. So this sentence is describing an imaginary past situation and its present consequence. We're saying that we have already caused destruction, and that's why today we need to recreate species. So have a look at this mixed conditional sentence about me. If I hadn't written Gateway, I wouldn't be here presenting this video now. Is the first half of the sentence the second or third conditional? That's right, it's the third conditional. It's in the past perfect and it's talking about an imaginary past situation. But the second half of the sentence is the second conditional because it contains would and an infinitive. It's talking about the present consequence of an imaginary past situation. The basic thing to remember is that if something is logical, you can probably say it. So, for example, I could say, if I hadn't seen my neighbour's new sign yesterday, I wouldn't be so scared of going into their garden now. Thanks for watching.